Hi, Sabrina. Today is October 10th, and as usual, I'm more than happy to create this video lesson for you. I hope that you and your family are safe, that you're okay. I hope you have power, frankly, um, just so you can have AC and stuff and food. Um, but in any case, in this video, I want to review some piano chords, and I want to talk about project, I guess you could call it, that I'd like you to take on. This project being taking a classic or standard song in the American repertoire and doing your signature version of it. So I'm going to give you an example with Happy Birthday. But Sabrina, you can choose a song like Jingle Bells. Okay, that's coming up. You can do Over the Rainbow. That's certainly an American standard that you could make your own. And we're going to talk about what that means to sort of make a signature style and that kind of thing. Okay, but first, a really quick vocal warm up and then some chord review. So, tickly. You can actually see my gut. I don't want you to look at my big belly, but I want you. You can actually see my gut kind of have a little bit of normal level of tension right there. That's all. Now, chord review. Let's do a little drill. How about starting with a C major chord, both hands? G major. A minor, which is right there. F, which is two doors down. E minor. Back to C. A major. That's with a black key in the middle. E major. That's with a black key in the middle as well. Back to A. Back to E. And back to C. Okay, so that's not meant to sound like anything, but that's just a way to, just a random chords drill, right? Very, very good job. I'm very proud of you and all the progress you've done, especially with just those chords in general and stuff. Very, very cool. All right, and making it your own. So doing a unique version of a song that already exists and people already know really well. That's really what I want you to do. I want you to take a very well-known song. Maybe it's not so well known before she did it, but like, last time we did Adele's, version of To Make You Feel My Love. Again, to you, she made it known, right? But it had been done not as great before, right, by the original songwriter. So she made her own signature version of cover of that song. We have been doing covers of songs that are really fun, that are contemporary, right, that are popular right now. And I'd say, 90s, 2000s, right? But I want you to pick a song that's like timeless, that's like, it almost can't even, it doesn't even belong to any particular decade, right? So I am going to pick the silliest version, which is, or the silliest example, I guess, which is Happy Birthday. Okay. So I'm going to do one verse of it. And the first thing I did, I will tell you, in order to make it not sound stupid or like just like lame, right? As if I'm singing it at like a corporate birthday party in the break room, uh, is to lower the key to the point where it's low and not to the point where it's not going to sound classical or performative really at all, that it's going to sound slow and almost singer songwriter like, even though it's happy birthday. Okay, so let me show you. And I haven't practiced this or anything, Sabrina, so don't laugh at me. Okay, but I picked a random song and I said, okay, I'm going to pull up the chords, I'm going to find a good key for me. I'm going to lower the key since it's such a happy song. I'm actually going to lower it to make it sound different, that much different. Okay, there we go. It's that low, Sabrina. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sabrina. Happy birthday to you. Now, I would work on those runs if I were me, if I were to actually do that for somebody. Happy birthday to you. Now, one of the things that actually helped me when I corrected myself just then, you'll notice I slowed down in order to do that run. If you're doing a cover, like we've talked about, as a solo artist, meaning you're accompanying yourself, you're playing the piano and you're singing at the same time. The advantage, of course, obviously, is that you get to slow down or speed up in traditional music theory, what we would call rubato. You're able to do that because you're not bound by anyone else's time, right? Over the rainbow, you can, do somewhere. I forgot the next word. Over the rainbow. Whatever it is, the next chord. I can take extra time if I like. And remember, because the words are more important than the music in most contemporary music, the music can wait. The music serves the lyrics. So your chord playing and your background music serves the singing of the lyrics and the words and the message of that word or the story of those words. So all that to say, you're allowed to speed up and slow down depending on what you're feeling, maybe even that day, right? So I think the first step is to find a key where you can feel really expressive and conversational. 2, I think the second step is to really take your time, which I didn't do the first time I did that. Really take your time to see which tempo you like the best. You might want it faster than the original, not slower. I mean, I tend to go slow because that's just how I do things. But you don't have to do things that way. You can do things, faster. And I think the third step is taking time, rubato, pauses, in order to really get across what those words are trying to say, like an Over the Rainbow, right? Over the Rainbow can be very, very, very touching. It is naturally, but if someone emphasizes the certain words, I won't say correct, certain words, pauses on certain words that are special, right? What's another good example or another good song you might want to consider doing with this? I don't know, happy birthday. I thought Jingle Bells, which I know is silly, but I wanted it to be random. I want it to be just kind of um I want you almost to take something that's like not contemporary or cool and make it cool by putting your spin on it, right? Happy birthday, Jingle Bells, Over the Rainbow. I mean, if you wanted to get really weird with it, I mean, you could do like a nursery rhyme, like, okay, this is almost getting comical, but like, row, row, row your boat, right? Or something like, I don't want you to go that far, but that was just an idea that came into my head. But you see what I mean? Like, you see where I'm going. I want you to think of a good, not comical, standard song that you can make your own signature. And I can help you, but find a key that you like, that you in which you can be expressive and conversational and sound like you. Um, Finding a tempo that you like, finding the key, finding the tempo, and then asking yourself, how am I going to make that's the third step, make it special, make it different. Am I going to add runs? Am I going to um, hold out a particular note? Am I going to repeat a particular phrase? Um, I mean, gosh, I've heard some people even take a song and turn all the chords minor, turn the major chords of the song into minor chords, the minor chord version, and then like take the minor chords and make it major. That's a whole other can of worms, but I mean that's really playing around with stuff. Um, Anyway, brainstorm, think about it, have fun. And if you need any help or need any suggestions, I'm going to keep brainstorming and like email you stuff. Hope you're safe. Let me know if you need anything, and I will see you next week, just like normal.